In this example, we're going to write an absolute value function whose vertex is at the ordered pair 1, 4, but we know one of the legs of the absolute value graph also passes through point P, -1, -2. So here we've written the general form of an absolute value function, f of x equals, and we have this leading coefficient, or this a value out here, times this absolute value of x minus h, and then plus k. We also know from this general form the vertex is at hk. So knowing the vertex already gives us a couple of these values. So the only other thing that we need to really determine is this a value. And remember, the a value dictates a couple of things. It has to do with whether or not the v shape of the absolute value graph has been reflected over the x-axis. So does it open up or does it open down? And also it has to do with the compression or stretch horizontally. So like the tightness of the graph or how wide it is. Okay, so let's go ahead and graph these 2 points. So we have 1, 4, and that's our vertex. I'm just going to go ahead and mark that as v so we know. And the other point is -1, -2 right here. So we know one thing immediately. If this is the vertex and one of the legs passes through -1, -2, we know the legs are going down. So this is going to open downward. So we know it's been reflected over the x-axis. So I know that my a value is negative. Okay? So the other thing we need to know about a is, well, what's the slope here between these 2 points? So let's go ahead and go from v down to p. I'm going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then over 2. So I went down 6 and back 2, so that's 3. So I know my a value is negative, and the numeric portion is 3, so a is -3. Also, based on my original knowledge that the vertex is hk, I know that h is 1 and k is 4. Okay? So I have all 3 pieces of information that I need. So let's go ahead and write this function now. F of x equals a, which is -3, times the absolute value of x minus h, which is 1, and then plus k, which is a positive 4. So here is going to be that function for the graph of the absolute value that opens downward here. It has the vertex at 1, 4, and it also passes through point -1, -2.